ginormous looking insect. But basically what they did is they came and they pushed out the pipe. This pipe was in the water, standing up. Got an axe now, which is a bit better, easier I think. So, you're looking at Pond Albert, and there's a bit of a disaster happened. This is where we were, so these are our brood stock in here. We're getting fingerlings from these fish from Lake Chogga. This is where we had some fingerlings that we were testing at about 300, and we were just tracking the growth rate. And they've been in here for like maybe 2 months. You can see they're not here anymore. Basically, we've lost the vast majority. I think maybe we saved like 20 odd, 27 I think, that's the exact number. They put them back in here. But yeah, basically what, it's a real shame. You can see here, this is our fence, which is stopping the cows coming in, but it's not cow proof enough. And so you can see they broke the wire and they've come through, probably through here. And there's even a couple of hoof prints somewhere in this down here. But basically what they did is they came and they pushed out the pipe. This pipe was in the water, standing up, and they've obviously pushed it out. All the water went overnight. Real absolute terrible thing really. It's really frustrating. I mean, I guess for us, we were growing those 300 fingerlings to see the growth rate, so just to sort of compare them to what we'd had. They were showing incredibly positive signs of growth, but we have to start again from the beginning with new fingerlings, track the growth rate so that we can test it. It was really frustrating, but it's one of the things that happens. And I'm just so grateful that it didn't happen to this pond. River Pond is where all our brood stock is. If it happened there, it would have been real trouble. It would happen to Dylan. We've got fish that we're going to be selling, real trouble. So just need to sort of cow-proof this fence. So just working on that a bit. So we're just discussing about how we're going to cow-proof it. Add some extra stakes, maybe some extra barbed wire along, and also just growing up a hedge. So this stuff is quite thorny, it stops them, but then obviously over there there's not as much sort of plants growing up, so we need to give it more time. But in the meantime, maybe we plant some sort of thorny bushes that we've got here to act like a hedge, not really stop the cow. And then the fence is not as important. This bit of land I'm standing on, I think I've shared a bit before in the past. We are thinking about expanding it and just turning this into a couple of other ponds, holding ponds probably, where we would put some fish. Pardon me. And then we can really turn this part into sort of additional holding for fish, get the breeding program really going, because we have quite a bit of demand and can't fill the market at the moment. The hatchery side, of course, is really important, but principally more just to help other farmers. Of course it helps us, no denying it, and it's a better breed, but in terms of earning potential, in my opinion, it's not as great as just selling fish, but it's a key component to what we're doing here. So we don't have enough ponds at the moment, so this might be a bit of land that we do it, but we might do it slowly, just with our 2 porters, because they don't have a huge amount of work to do currently, so they've got a bit of extra capacity, so we thought we'd put them to good use and slowly build a pond. 2 guys doing it instead of quite a handful when you would do it on contract, but then of course we'd have to pay extra labour. So yeah, that's the plan. We're just going to go look there, talking about this eucalyptus that grows in the swamp, which we don't want. You see it poking up over its head over the trees. And we take great delight in just removing that as and when, because the eucalyptus in the swamp dries it up. We don't really want that, so we can cut that down. It's growing wild, use it as firewood, but also use it as stakes. So that's sort of where they're heading off to, is to get some more stakes. So we've had to make a path to get to the eucalyptus. You can just see it there. This is the path all the way behind us. Pauson getting out of the way kindly, but it's a bit destructive. Although to be fair, it's probably actually good, because by adding a bit of a clearing, you increase other species can grow, a bit of sunlight, a bit of competition. It's not all bad, and I don't think anyone else is going to be using this little path to this tree. But we'll get rid of that, which of course is not good for the swamp. I mean, it's fine. One tree is not going to cause a problem. The problem is, of course, that reproduces, drops other seeds, then you get more eucalyptus. This whole area could get out-competed by the eucalyptus because they just grow so quickly. So we just keep chopping them down as we need timber. I haven't gone to see the pups yet, but one died unfortunately, but should have 6 left, so I'm going to check on them in a moment. So we've reached the eucalyptus, and much to our surprise, it wasn't actually in the swamp. You can see there's like, because it sort of bows out here, there's like a little dip, and it's actually growing right on the fringe. There's a bunch of trees here. I bet they've all been chopped down as eucalyptus. It's a bit strange. You can see my car just there. So it gives you an idea of where we are. So we'll just take these trees down and then we'll proceed. You can see former wetland probably, this whole area, and just the eucalyptus again here. This is papyrus grass. Not papyrus grass, sorry, I forget the name of the grass. Papyrus is the big, spectacular looking grass there. This is a good sign that there's water around normally. So yeah, so a bit of a step up. You can see a little path, so this obviously gets used occasionally. But yeah, there's more of this grass here. So this whole area is probably at one point part of the swamp, and it's just slowly over time been degraded. And so we're chopping down the trees with a machete. That's actually not a machete, it's called I think they call it a slasher, so it's not quite machete, it's got like a little curve on the end. So you can see it's used for cutting grass and things. I'm cutting down this tree. They're pretty sharp, but impressive going. We've just been moving the logs. Got an axe now, which is better, easier I think. And then quite heavy these timbers. We've all got our boots filled with water. We'll carry these through back to the site. What we just found. Very odd looking fellow on the eucalyptus tree. Can you hear the noise it's making? It's got big old pincers. It's very interesting. You can see it's supposed to look like a leaf. Can you see the antenna? They look like twigs. Just put it back on the tree. Look at it, it's huge. Let's put my hand there. Ginormous looking insect. It's gone very quiet now that it's safely back on this tree. I'm sure it will find its way. The dogs, you were interested as well, weren't you? You're not quite sure if you were going to eat it or not. Right, back to hauling these logs. Here's the last one going down into the swamp. So now we've done all 3 stems. There was a little one we did over there. Still got one remaining with our beetle friend on it. Not bad to carry these things. Let me tell you, it's very hard work. Got both feet gone fully in. So I've come to check out the pups. She's actually moved locations. You can see the paw prints. So let me see if I can get in here. Bit of a squeeze. There they are. Oh, hey. Hello. Oh, look at you guys. How are you doing? Hi. We got your eyes open yet? Oh, yeah, you do. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can see 5. So we've lost 2. Is that right? Very cute though. Where's Mum? Hi. I woke him up and then Mum came. There's 5. Now, very cute. Just about opening their eyes. That's right, Mum. Made a little den here. There's like lots of areas for them to explore. And they're super cute. The last bit of the day. It's pretty cold and dark because it's the rainy season. Just putting this tarp up because of the rain. We don't want it to interrupt the activities and work that we're doing on Friday, so just getting it all ready so we can hoist it if necessary. Yeah, nice little shelter, seating area. I'd like to put a slab in for butchering the fish. It's almost becoming civilized.